14th of August, Britain's Strongest Woman, and we have a lineup of athletes that could rival any World Championships. So Auntie Liz, we have Britain's Strongest Woman coming up on the 14th of August, and we really do have some incredible athletes competing in this show, particularly in the under 64s and the open class.
Yeah, absolutely. The amount of world champions we've got in the UK is incredible. So, like you say, in the under 64s, we've got the current world's strongest woman, Shannon Clifford, and of course the previous winner as well, Rhiannon Lovelace. In the 82 class, we don't know if she's going to be doing it yet because she did injure herself tearing her bicep at the Fit Expo competition.
I'd be amazed if she can get back in time. I know you're talking about Donna Moore.
Yes.
Obviously, many people see Donna as the greatest female strength athlete of all time. We hope she can make a recovery. I think it's going to be hard.
Yeah, I think so too. It's a lot to ask. I mean, it's Donna though, so you never know.
You never know. In the open class, we have current world's strongest woman, Rebecca Roberts. We've got second place finisher at the Arnolds this year, Andrea Thompson. We have the winner of WUS from 2021, Annabelle Chapman. We have the world deadlift record holder, Lucy Underdown. It's just a ridiculously stacked competition.
It really is. I mean, and who do you put your money on in this situation? I mean, I guess Rebecca Roberts is the most obvious choice, having won World's Strongest Woman, but Andrea is a previous world champion. Annabelle won WUS, and then she went home the following day and won Britain's Strongest Woman last year. So this is a title she's not going to want to give up.
She's definitely not. I think it's going to be an exciting competition, and we're going to go through the events now for you guys, but 4 different categories. They've got I normally get this wrong, I think I can get it right. Under 64 kilos, under 73 kilos, under 82 kilos, and then the open weight class.
Well done, Lasse. Yeah, you did.
Now, event number 1 will be the super yoke. 30 metres, turn at 15, and every class gets heavier. So the women in the under 64s are starting with 220 kilos, and the open class will be using 280 kilos.
That doesn't seem like a big jump between the two classes when you consider the size difference of the women.
I tell you what, I was looking at these events earlier, and I think for the standard, especially the opens, I think it's almost easier for the opens than it is for some of the lighter weight classes. The lighter weight classes are so strong.
Oh, I know they are. I know. That's why I make friends with them, lovely.
Event number 2 will be the log lift for reps. I'm not currently 100% sure of the weights, but I think it's around 60-65 kilos for the lightest weight class and around 85-90 kilos for the opens. I remember my first strongman competition doing 90 kilos for reps on a log. And I know Andrew will do more, as will Annabelle, and a number of the other women will do more than I did in that competition.
Man, that's quite embarrassing, actually.
The question is, could I do more than them now? And I'm not convinced.
You would want to think so, but what do you think the winning amount of reps could be?
I think with that kind of weight, Andrew is capable of double figures.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really...
And I'm not convinced that I am right now.
Let's move on to event number 3.
So event number 3 is going to be a 16-inch deadlift with a car.
Okay.
So...
on a frame.
Yeah, it's a little bit higher than a standard deadlift. Car will be on a frame, but these ladies will be picking that car up, as many times as possible. Picking the back end up of a car.
That's what the first World's Strongest Man deadlift was. But to be fair, they didn't have a frame though. They just had to pick it up.
Yeah, they did. But you're going to see women lifting cars.
And of course, like you said, we've got the world record holder for the deadlift. Holders, of course.
We have Rhiannon, who has the record in multiple classes.
Yes, she does.
And then Lucy, who is the open weight current record holder.
And of course, Andrea, who's a
former record holder,
but also record holder in the Hamatai deadlift. Yeah. And this is an elevated deadlift, which presumably is going to suit her very well.
Next event is a sandbag load, so the ladies will have to run 10 metres with each sandbag, load it over a bar or onto a platform, and fastest athlete wins. All about speed and explosive power.
How heavy are these bags, Lassie?
So it's 4 bags for each class. The under 64 start at 50 and they go up in 10 kilo jumps, and the open class start at 80 and they also go up in 10 kilo jumps, so the heaviest one will be 110 kilos.
Man, carrying a big bloke. A dead big bloke, because it's dead weight, isn't it?
The way you put things. And finally, we are looking at the Atlas stones. So yeah, you were just looking at the weights. The weights are very similar to the weights they originally used in World's Strongest Man. Starting with 100 kilos up to 140. The lightest weight class starts at 70. They go up in 10 kilo jumps up to 110. And each class, the lightest stone is removed and they just bump a heavier one up. So every class goes up 10 kilos.
Man, that sounds pretty tough.
It is, and it's to a 4'8" platform. So for some of the lighter girls, this is going to be going pretty high for them.
Close to head height. Some of them, well, they are. They're about 5'2". Some of them, aren't they? They're very small.
This is going to be a fantastic event. Lots of incredible women competing. Auntie Liz, where can people watch this? Because I believe tickets are on sale.
Yes, they are on sale. So it's going to be live at the Doncaster Dome, which is where we used to have Britain's Strongest Man. So I'll include a link for tickets below. Like you said, it's on Sunday the 14th of August. We don't know yet if there's going to be a stream. Presumably there won't be. But we are going to be there, aren't we?
We will. We'll try and bring you as much backstage info and action as possible. And if we do find out about a live stream, you guys will be the first to know.